Hello everybody, I'm Mr. Storm here, and welcome back to Factorio. In the last episode, we got a copper smelting facility set up and running. And so we're now making copper from our new ore processing area. And we were able to basically drain these warehouses of ore. So they're empty now and ready to do something else. Which we'll have to see. Probably will repurpose those. And we have connected our infinite sapphirite mine to our, mining operation here. So they will now be processing infinite amounts of sapphirite ore. So that's good. Now, what we're going to be doing today, I think, is we need to solve our power issue. Because if we look at our power, we are not satisfying our power needs. So we need to expand the power facility. Now, one thing I want to check here is 1200 per second pumping speed. Are we still getting 100? Yeah, we're still getting good amounts of water at the end of this. So we're probably going to have to extend this. We'll need to clear all these trees. And add, I'm thinking probably adding about 3 more generators to this. So what we're going to do, or 3 more boilers. Oh. I need some actual stone. I don't think that's a problem. I think we actually have some lying in a box. Let me see. I put those boxes, there they are. Let's see, was that enough? Yeah, that's enough. Okay, so then we'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these. How am I doing for pipe? Stone pipe to ground. I need some more stone pipe to ground. No problem. We got lots. For now. We'll probably need to get piping from other sources at some point. Because we're going to be using stone for other things. I don't necessarily want to use steel. Plastic pipe could work. But we need to start making plastic, which I need to figure out how I'm going to want to do that. I mean, I know roughly how to do it using the kind of standard processes with petroleum, and we can even use wood to do it. But I want to try to use Angel's methods by doing bioplastics, right? So I got to figure out how that's all going to work. Do I actually still have any grenades kicking around? Or did I use them all up? Oh, no. We got the grenades. We have grenades. Let's go ahead and grab them. Yep, a lot of these trees are dead. Because they have consumed a lot of pollution because they're sitting right next to the power plant. Pollution still okay. These guys might be an issue we need to worry about. Clearing through here is going to be tough, but it may need to happen. So we're not critical, though. We are going to need to start moving towards making solar panels with accumulators. Now, the reason why I've decided to expand the existing facility, and we're going to be doing some changes to this facility too, is that I tried to come up with a method of basically finding a different fuel source, right? Because the big problem is that this coal is going to run out. And the more power plants we add to the system, the faster that's going to happen. Right? So we need to find an alternative energy source. But things are a bit more complicated than they would seem. Because one of the methods that was suggested to me by one of my viewers was to use like wood blocks. Kind of what we were doing with the trains. Right? Because we can make infinite of them if we either use an algae mine or an algae farm, or we use a tree farm. We can make infinite amounts of wood blocks. And in fact, I set up a system for doing this, and it would be pretty serious. To make, let's see, 3 wood blocks per second, we would need this many assembly machines, which is like 40 some odd, and we would need 48 greenhouses. You know, which is fine. This could be done. I have the materials to make it. I have the space to put it somewhere. But the big issue is this. Electrical consumption of this system is 10.5 megawatts. With steam engine 2s, to generate 10.5 megawatts will take 7 steam engines. So we would need to build 7 steam engines to supply power for this facility alone. And I'm not even sure we would be able to feed that many with 3 blocks a second. We probably could. So it just seemed like it wasn't going to be that efficient. I mean, coal is the best option. What we may need to do is find a dedicated coal patch that we can use, and then convert that coal into coke pellets. Because coke pellets is probably the best. I could use methane gas. There's only 25 megajoules. Coke pellets is probably one of the best fuels that you can make out of coal. Very energy dense and efficient. In fact, that's what we're going to be doing here. Let's see. Guess I'll continue to use the small poles. But the ultimate goal is to get a solar farm up and running. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we are going to redirect the output from this coal mine into something that is going to make coke pellets. And let's see what we can get. Coke pellets using these assembly machines. I'm going to want half a belt, which is going to be 6. Well, it's about 6.5. 6.5, which is 13. Yeah, let's just say 6.5 per second. We're going to need 32.5 coke per second. We would probably use... I mean, we could do with the sulfuric wastewater. I don't necessarily need sulfuric wastewater. Let's just compare here. We don't have the liquefiers. I have Mark II liquefiers. They're 2.25. 2.25 crafting speed. Okay. Mark II liquefiers are better. Mark II, it would take 29 Mark II liquefiers. Okay. I think I can make the Mark II ore crushers. Yeah. 9 of those. And we have Mark II mining drills. We need 10 mining drills to feed this. Let's see if we use the other method of obtaining coke. Just straight from crushed coal. We would put that in a steel metal mixing furnace. 9 of those. We would need 9 of these. I would need 10 mining drills. 4.5 megawatts. So half the energy requirement to operate it, less than half, and it produces better fuel. Well, let me just double check this one more time. I'm sorry. With the Mark IIs, we would need purified water. Yeah, it's just gonna get too complicated that way. Yeah, we're gonna go the more simple route. Alright, steel metal mixing furnaces, these guys, and Mark II mines. I hope we can get 10 to function at maximum capacity. Alright, so we're gonna need probably 32.5. We would need more than a red belt. We need 2 red belts. $16.3, which is more than what I produce. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy's not operating. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But these guys aren't all. So you're Mark II, you're Mark II, you're Mark II, you're Mark II. You're not, you're not, you're not, you're not, you're not. These guys are. Okay, so what we'll need to do is to pull these guys offline. I also remove those old mine drills that are up here. And so let's do this. We need to convert. Actually, we have 5 mining drill Mark IIs. What would it take to convert these guys to Mark IIs? Let's see. Large area? No. No, just Mark IIs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do it. Alright, meantime. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. There's nothing there. 5. 6. Oh, you don't have any power. 6. Alright, so now everybody's a Mark II drill. Right now, I can't afford to take the current generator offline. Wow, we added those 6. And, you know, we're still... Okay, so, what I need is I'm going to pin this. And first thing we need to do is we need to take this ore and we need to crush it. And we're going to need a red belt's worth. Okay, so fast splitter. Let's make a whole bunch of red belts because I don't have many. You see, this is all going to need to be converted to red belt, I think. For now, this is what we're going to do. Actually, hold on. So I don't want to cover over this area of coal, right? Because we're going to want to put mines on there eventually. You know, we're not entirely out. I mean, we still have a lot of coal here. It's just not quite going to be enough. We have a coal patch up here. We have a coal patch down there, but they're too close to enemies. But again, this is just gonna have to operate long enough for us to get solar power plants running. Okay, so time being, this is what we're gonna do. I'm going to need 9 crushers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Need more stone. I think there was still some more stone. There's 1,000 coal there. There we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're also going to need a bunch more fast inserters, which will make some of those. I may have to run back up north to get some more resources. We'll see. Yeah, this is actually fine. No, actually, let's put it somewhere else. Let's do it. Let's do it over here. What if I shouldn't give it more room? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think this is the way I should do it. I'll bring it through here. And let me just go ahead and make an extra one of those. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to be crushing coal. Wrong buttons. And what I'm hoping is that single inserters are going to be sufficient. Alright, there we are. Now this is going to produce 32.5 crushed coal per second. So I'll probably need to do this in 2 lines. What we'll probably do is bump this all up to 10. So we're going to need 10 steel metal mixing furnaces, which I can make. Well, we are running low on iron plate. Alright, let me go ahead and do a run for some iron plate. I'm also going to manufacture a bunch of fast transport belts. Alright, I'll be back in a sec. Alright, I am back. I have a new pile of iron. And I made a whole bunch of belts. And I'm making the rest of the stuff we're going to need. The assembly machines. I was trying to look at how many solar panels we're going to need to generate 50 megawatts, which is about 20 megawatts more than we're currently using. It's going to take 830 of these, so that's something. 'Cause that's all we have right now are just basic solar panels. So yeah. Alright, what am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, I'm doing this. Oh, I was trying to look at what the volumes are going to be. Alright, we're probably going to want to keep this. Alright, so we're crushing this. We're going to get crushed. We're going to be dumping out as coke. We're probably going to want to keep this split into 2 lines for the time being. There's actually a reason I'm trying to do half a yellow belt. And we'll see that when I get done. Alright, so next bit of business. We need steel metal mixing furnaces, which is also going to need coal as a fuel. Actually, we can do something else other than coal as a fuel. Yes. Alright, steel metal mixing furnaces are here. Okay. So we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to need 1, 2, 3. Actually, let's change this a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, you guys are going to need fuel. You're going to make coke from crushed coal. And this is what we're going to do for fuel. Is I am going to split... Hopefully yellow belts are going to be sufficient. But I have this line of raw wood that really isn't being used for much at the moment. Actually, the one thing it is being used for, I need some of. Which are these guys? Electronic boards. For the inserters. Alright, so probably gonna still need more red belts. Let's make a bunch. Alright. Alright, so more inserters. Yeah, I think we're actually going to need to do double inserters coming out of these guys. We may even need to do double inserters going into them. We'll see. So that's what I'm actually going to do. We're going to do double inserters coming out. Because we're going to have a very large volume of stuff coming out of these guys. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do double inserters going in. Just to make sure. And what we're going to do is we're going to say you are going to drop offset near. And copy that over to all the others. There we are. And now, of course, they need power. Actually, this guy needs to be moved there. There. Okay. So what we're gonna do I'm gonna set you guys up for long pickup and drop. Need more power poles. Alright, and our output is going to be tons of coke too. Okay, so we're going to have to split this up for output. So we're going to have to use both sides of the belt. There we are. That should work. Okay, so tons of coke. I'm going to use some more grenades and clear some more trees. That should do. Manually get rid of the rest of these. Alright, so now we need to take the coke, we need to turn it into pellets. And we're going to need to keep... Actually, that's going to be fairly simple. Yeah, it's going to be fairly simple. Because what we're going to do is we're going to insert from the sides and dump in the middle. Typical process. Alright, so... see, can I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? That should work. And we'll need to do underground, and I'll actually run it underground for as long as it can just to get the most efficiency out of those underground belts. So I don't have to use as many surface belts. And we didn't quite get there. Now, in the middle here, we're going to be using yellow belts. So I'm going to make a whole bunch of yellow belts. Actually, we could probably move you, just so we don't have to build any more power poles than we have to. Right down the center comes the coke pellets. And we're actually going to need a few more inserters. Actually, I want to see if just this many coke pellets on their own are going to be enough. So what I also was going to plan on doing was taking the wood that we're making and potentially using that as a fuel as well. Here, just using the raw wood. But since we're going to be using it as a fuel for these things, I need to see how this system is going to work. And I think how we're going to do this is, we're using a red underground, jump all the way. No, I can't jump all the way. Oh. That'll do. And I think for this I'll just use a standard yellow underground. So what we're going to do is we're going to come out here. And we're going to kind of connect in here. Right, as soon as we're ready. Alright, so what you guys need to do is you need to make coke pellets. Because this actually adds a lot of energy. Because if you take the amount of coal you use to make this versus the total energy you get from the raw coal versus the total energy you get from the pellets, you get more energy from the pellets. That seems to be working fairly well, and it's not really consuming a lot of this wood, so that's good. Alright, so then what we're going to do is we are going to need to replace this with red belts. And actually, we're going to just get rid of this. And then we're going to hook that into there. And then start feeding coke pellet. Now, we actually may need to upgrade all of this to red belt. Or at the very least, this to a red... There we go. To a red splitter. I'm not quite getting all of these crushers involved. Oh, then we're starting to now. Alright, so then what we would really need to do is we'll need to find a coal solution for this. Here or here. And then build a train to basically bring the coal in and dump it into this system. Because if we can just get enough coal into this system from an infinite source, then we can keep this operating. So that's going to be something we're going to think about. And we may need to do that sooner rather than later. What we would probably need to do is clear out this nest and this nest if we wanted to go for this. Then we could run a train line from here down into here. And then train over some stuff. Or just make a dedicated train line to run like through here and come over here. Just kind of its own dedicated line to bring stuff over. We could do it like that. Or we could hook it in. We'll have to see. So the train can get fueled and everything. Alright. So with this up and running... Oh, actually the whole system is backed up. So we're actually making it faster than we're using it. That's good. That's very good. Okay, but we are at the end of this episode with that. So, I think when we come back next time, we're going to go back up here. We're going to continue working on our smelting facility. We're going to want to do silicone next, because then we're going to want to feed the silicon into the iron process, so the iron process gets more efficient, so we get more iron per ore. And, yeah, continue working on this, because what we need, again, is enough materials to make batteries, so we can make accumulators, so we can start building solar energy farms. Alright, so, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.